Putting a paper in the journals is not that easy. You need, as a PhD student or a researcher, to take care of some indicators for selecting an appropriate peer-reviewed journals. I have for you now two main indicators or two main criteria you should keep in mind. Number one is what we call it the bibliometric factors. And the second is qualitative factors. So, bibliometric factors, which is related to six main concepts you need to keep in the back of your mind. Number one, impact factors. So, if you browse any journals and you try to select one of them, the first criteria probably grab your attention is the impact factor by itself. Let's break it down. What does it mean, impact factors? In fact, impact factors is the relation between two things. How many citations has been taken out of journals papers, and then divide it on the number of volumes or numbers of papers have been published in the same journals. So number of citation divided on the number of the papers by itself. So they use it the quality things on the number things. By having this relationship, you are able to identify the impact factors. But be aware, impact factors can be misleading because it is diverse and varied between different disciplines. For instance, if you work in math, so you can see the highest impact factors could be 2, 3, while in social science and biology or medical science you can reach high numbers than this. So it is not about to compare between disciplines because each discipline has different case. So try to not be manipulated by the numbers of impact factors by itself. Number two is indexing status, and the indexing status refers to which direction the journals are going to index the paper which got published there. Some of them they don't have a plan, but peer-reviewed journals they have to have a plan for indexing. Sometimes they put it or they index their papers in a very well established academic database like Scopus, Web of Science, PubMed, Duage. And this is an important indicator to differentiate between the authentic peer-reviewed journals and the predatory journals. So you have to keep in mind to ask before contacting any journals what is their policy for indexing status. The factor number three, which is really important as well, and can be or can make balance with impact factors, which we call it journal quartile. Journal quartiles at Q1 and Q2 till Q4, referring to the list of journals which refer to its quality in one discipline. If we speak about biology or we speak about social science, so you can list the number of journals of this discipline and then decide if this journals located in the first 10 or 20 journals, it can be Q1 or Q1. If it comes later and so it takes numbers from Q2, Q3, Q4 and so on. So this as well refers that how famous these journals in this discipline. This can be taken as well in a parallel with impact factors. So not only rely on impact factors because as we said can be misleading, but you can as well have a look about the quartile. Number four is site score, and site score, which is brief mentioned about alternative metrics, can be used as well to rank the journal by itself. There is many services on internet that you can rely on, like SGR, SNIB. All of these services you can rely on if you would like to check the rate or the citation rate of the journals you are going to publish on it. So number 4 or number 5, let's say, this acceptance rate. It's not all academic journals has the same rate of acceptance. There is also variance and varied information among them. For instance, rejection rate can be reached 80% at some journals, which is really well established and high reputative journals. So you need to be aware if you'd like to take a risk and publish in such journals. Being able to know that the rejection rate of the journals can be high. So before you publish, even when you are PhD students or researcher, you need to keep in mind that you don't have to start with highly reputative journals or well-established peer-reviewed journals, as you can start with something less to sacrifice the time you have by increasing the rate of acceptance for the same journals. There is also number 3, which we call it caution segment. That's bibliometric can be gamed or misleading. So in fact, this is, I call it quantitative indicators that refer to whether the journals deserve to try for publication or not, but you don't have to rely on these indicators. The more importantly to reply or to focus is the qualitative impact or qualitative indicators, which I am going to explain now. What I mean by qualitative factors is a scope and audience fit, for instance. So before you go to publish your papers, you need to ask if my paper is aligned with the sign or with the scope of the journals or not. So you need to have a look about the aim, objective of every single journals, and then you can decide whether you apply or submit your paper or not. Number 2, what we call it editorial board reputation. It's very important to know who will handle your papers, whether they are editors or reviewers. You need to check their names and affiliation in their institution website. If they are already exist or physically exist, sometimes in predatory journals you can see fake names, even you cannot even reach to any names of this editorial border. So the best is to double check if those people already exist, they have affiliation, they have their names put somewhere in university or institutional website, to make sure that your paper will be handled by expertise in the field, and those people are known in the area you are going to publish. Number 3, we say peer-reviewed rigor and transparency. This is very important for you as PhD students to get a feedback out of your paper, and you will not get it unless you put your paper in publishing in highly reputative journals and well-established publishers. This ensures that you will receive sufficient feedback and scientifically oriented feedback that could help you to improve your text and enhance your research quality. On the other hand, if your paper has been landed somehow in predatory journals or is not well established editors, it will be failed to receive some kind of quality review about your work. So you may miss the improvement chance for your paper. So this is very important for you, especially if you are early stage researcher or PhD students, so you need to keep in mind all of this. This is what I want to say, that if you'd like to select an appropriate journals to publish your paper or chapters of your dissertations, so you need to take both criteria in mind, the bibliometric criteria and also the qualitative sections I have explained.